What is up, everybody? I just spent the entire last hour trying to get everything fixed and set back up again because I haven't done this in so damn long. So I had to update everything and do all kinds of other crap. And I got freaking lights turning on and off when they're not supposed to. So I don't know how this shit show is gonna go. Hey, that rhymed. But yeah, I'm also right now trying to even since we're streaming on two different platforms on YouTube right now. This is a feature that StreamYard just added because YouTube does have a way that obviously there's the regular horizontal method that most people watch on PC, but then you can go live with your cell phone, and if you do it in vertical, it's a completely different format. And the last time I did it, I had like over 2,000 views on a simple live stream. I was just sitting on my couch smoking a cigar. So clearly YouTube is pushing that format. So that's why it is apparently beneficial to stream on both. I can see two different screens of me right now, which is very fucking confusing. So also I did test. I am able to highlight individual chats. So like you can see right there, I believe everybody can see. You can see lower right corner, lower left corner for the regular format. And then up here, it looks like in the vertical format, you can see the chat up there. So there you go, everybody. We're figuring shit out. I still can't figure out why my app on my freaking phone isn't working, though. Let me get this turned on so I can properly monitor the stream in the vertical format. Hello to everybody out there, by the way. Welcome to Vets Talkin. If you're happen to be new here, we picked up 24 new subscribers when I did that live stream with the vertical format. I never pick up live stream subscribers on live stream, so that was definitely wild. Was sitting here waiting, forgot to refresh at 5 p.m. Stupid YouTube. Yeah, it's this is also like I've already mentioned this. I was looking at doing the show earlier than normal, and this is why it won't let me. Listen, it won't let me open up a live stream. I can open up the old live stream. But it won't let me open up a new live stream. Well, anybody out there, let me know if you are having any kind of issues at all with this setup here. I saw Blue Cord. Blue Cord was popping in. This is his last chat over on the vertical format. Is anybody watching on vertical right now? Can we? Let's see. I see Clinton. Clinton is chatting on both. Clinton, can you see if the vertical format is working or not? Because I know you were monitoring both. So that's weird on your phone. Desktop and phone formats are looking good, just slightly off on video audio by a fraction. Okay. All right. Well, let me know because yeah, it's the weirdest damn thing. I can't open up my own live stream on my YouTube app. So okay, it is working. All right, cool. Hello, Kevin Hale, YT2T. Is this Chumley? I don't know if that's a burn or an insult or something, but definitely not Chumley there, homie. But yeah, welcome everybody. I think Mad said he's going to pop in here in a little bit. For right now, I got a bunch of topics to talk about that I haven't had an opportunity to because obviously I've been on hiatus. Hopefully I'll be able to get back into the swing of things. I'm extremely apologetic, especially to the members out there who pay monthly to be a member here over on Vets Talkin, and I have not been even giving you a live stream. But also I hope everybody likes you like the Christmas lights. I got rotating green and red back here. I do have this, in fact, is a festive tactical stocking. Stock was for stocking stuffers. A friend of mine gave me that for Christmas last year. It is a tactical stocking. So that's I'm gonna try to figure out a better way to hang that up. That kind of looks a little janky there like that. Let me see. Let's get back out here. Say hi to some people. Already had a Clinton House. Yeah, we have two different formats. Obviously, we're streaming over on Rumble as well. Anybody wants to watch over on Rumble, I can highlight your chats over there, including Rumble rants and everything. Somebody explained to me that apparently Rumble now because they've got the premium thing and they're like paying big content creators like Nerdrotic and everything, that unless you're actually a paid streamer or you're a bigger channel, then they don't push you out so much. And that's why my viewership on lives have just just absolutely took a nosedive over on Rumble, which is unfortunate because I would love to be able to stream over on Rumble, like do Rumble exclusive, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just everything over on YouTube is too big compared to Rumble. I can't afford to do it. So hello again to Blue Cord popping in. Wayne Rose in the house. How you doing, man? Good to see you. See who else we got. Okay. All right. Here's the thing, guys. But let's go, Brandon. Yeah, say fuck Donald Trump. Let's go, Brandon. I haven't worn this shirt in a while, and I was wearing it today because it's a nice, comfy material. And I said, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep this on, and I'm just gonna keep this on and just give a good old "Let's go, Brandon." Fuck Donald Trump, man. That's just so fucking random. I haven't even said anything about Donald Trump. You fucking little psychos out there. You get just so triggered by anyone who's not left wing cultists like you are. By the way, that's a great point I would love to make out that, especially because of the fact that we've been called cultists. I got screamed at, called a cultist when I was at the Republican National Convention, of which I still have my pass right there, thanks to Sergeant Lee out there and his wife who acquired that for me. We get called cultists, but then the second there's any kind of fracture within the party, within the MAGA movement, anything, now it's like, hey, look at that, there's a civil war, look all stupid. I thought you guys said we were a cult. Which is it? Are you happy that we actually question our president? Unlike you guys, you never questioned shit when Biden was being a fucking zombie and doing stupid shit. Obviously, most of it was just with an auto pen, which is something we'll get to. But which is it? Are you happy that we're separate, or are we a cult? Because clearly cults don't actually ask questions, questioning their leaders like we did and we have. All right. Let's see. We got down there. We got other people popping in. Okay. Damn. Duh, Bears. Yeah. Go Pack, go. But holy shit, man. I was giving kudos to a friend of mine who's a big Bears fan. Last week I went to the bar, saw him. I said, "Hail the King of the North! You taking over the NFC North?" Now they're on top of the entire goddamn fucking NFC. They're the #1 team in the fucking conference, and that is wild. We live in wild damn times. So yeah. Oops, sorry, wrong channel. Well, you're still welcome here, Planet Earth. Let's see, what are you saying over here? Emmy suck, whatever. It was almost comforting watching Joe Biden wander around the White House with a stupid, confused look on his face. I gotta say, man, I miss the memes. I miss it, just like everyone said. There's I miss the memes. Watching him, but at the same time, it's like it's funny, but at the same time, he's destroying our fucking country, man. So. It's funny, but it's also disturbing and also sad at the same time because he was just a doddering old man who was being used, victim of elder abuse. So I appreciate you being here, man. I'm not sure if I've seen you here before. Emoki, you suck. Okay. Let's see. All right. Before I pull this up, I'm going to highlight a reason why I'm going to do what I'm going to do in case anybody here is new. We do play drinking game rules over here at Vets Talkin because we are a bunch of degenerate fucking military veterans. My earpiece thing is fucking up over here. I think I got to get new things. These things, I think, are getting fucked up. Any single super chat and take social, which I guess I'm going to do water because I forgot to bring a beer with me tonight. And $20 or more, and we do shots, of which is a drinking game rule, so everyone out there can participate. When we take the shots, we'll play funny videos, and all have a good damn time. In the meantime, Blue Cordell for $20 says, "Hail Adam, it has begun. Drink, you AWOL pogue. Fuck you." Wait, I gotta get my sound effects thing here. It's been so long since I've done this shit. Love you, Blue Core. Appreciate you, man. Happy to be back. Happy to see you out here again. Let's get over here and start things off right with Blue Cordell for 20.
It has begun.
Cheers to you, motherfucker. Yep. Looks like I forgot to bring beer. I have a chaser now. chasing my big jug of water. Speaking of jugs, man, I forgot I was gonna have I had a meme or something I was gonna bring up. Had a nice pair of jugs in it. I think I forgot to add that. What's the definition of a cult? I mean, people who blindly follow whoever is the leader and will do anything they say. I mean, I don't know the full definition, but God knows we're not the ones who are in the cult. I always question my leaders. You know, even when Trump was in his first presidency, I was questioning him. So I'm like, when somebody screamed at me, called me, said I was in a cult, like, when you got your president in, when you had Biden in, it didn't matter what the fuck he did. Every single news media outlet out there would still say he's doing a great fucking job. You know, he's killing our country, didn't have a clue where he was, didn't actually pop until he actually had to have a debate with somebody, and everyone saw on camera for the first time live on TV how completely fucking gone he was. That was the definition of a cult. So, yep, 73 on phone version. Man, I really wish I could pull up. The numbers here are definitely weird. I'm seeing different kinds of numbers here. Clearly, I see the numbers that are watching over on the regular YouTube format, the horizontal, and I can't see all the numbers on the vertical format. So let me see. I'm going to try one more time on my phone here, see if I can get this live stream pulled up. Okay. I still can't do it. I can't do it. That's so fucking weird. Stream pulled up. Wait a minute. All right. Now I think I got it. No, I don't. That's the regular format. It's weird. And there goes my damn light. What did I say? See what I was talking about? The fuck Elgato, you're fucking up. You're fucking up. I don't know what's happening here, but it'll turn back on. There it goes. I got ghosts in here, guys. I got ghosts in here. All right. Okay, now I actually see 91 total are watching, so that's obviously between the two different formats. So welcome everybody who's watching the vertical phone format, which I can see over here. It's a whole new thing for me, man. StreamYard added this new feature where I can stream two different streams on YouTube at the same time, one in vertical and one in horizontal. I'm getting that backwards. But welcome everybody if you're new here. Welcome everybody if you're new here. So I mean, obviously, I'll try to stay tight with the chat here, especially to the longtime viewers and fans of the show. But I got the chat going a lot faster than usual, guys. I got chat a lot faster than usual. So if you really want, this isn't me trying to get money, but I mean, full honesty, you're gonna have to drop a super chat if you want me to be able to see your chat. It looks like because it's going way too fast. It's not a bad thing. I like having viewers. Let's see. I'm going to get to these topics here in a second, but I do want to stay true to Blue Cord Devil being the awesome contributor that he is to this channel. And we haven't done super chats and shots in quite a while. So one more for Blue Cord here before we go. By the way, I'm drinking Pussy Whiskey, Crown Royal Apple. That's all I had in the house. But it's good stuff. I like drinking it. It's especially on the rocks. Blue Cord Devil for another $20 says. By the way, you guys getting the sound effects? Can you hear the applause and everything too? That's something I didn't test. If that's still working or not. Adam, it's I'm okay, you suck. Did I get it wrong? I mean, obviously I'm a fucking retard.
Retard
so.
alert.
I'm not sure if you're saying that I got it wrong or not, but all right. I appreciate the other 20, man. Appreciate the hell out of you. Let's see what we're going to do here. Let's start things with a good shot to the nuts.
Quick, baby!
Cheers, Blue Cord! By the way, for anybody who's new up there, I did this a bunch of times when I was doing my live stream the other night. Welcome to Vets Talkin, where we are a bunch of degenerates talking pop culture, politics, everything in between from my sick, twisted perspective, and our guests as well, which will have a fellow Army vet coming on here at some point. So I appreciate the fuck out of everyone being here. Let's see. Well, Geoverse TV for 2. Thank you. This is Army Vet 07 Fort Polk, Louisiana. God bless America with Trump. Thank you very much. I appreciate the fuck out of you, man. Like I said, I would do a social with the beer, but I don't have it. So appreciate you. I was in from 2000 to 09. I was stationed at Caserma, Italy, which is Vicenza, Italy with the 173rd. And I went to Fort Bragg, North Carolina for 5 years, and then all the other fucking places and training and deployments, all that around there. But thank you very much for being here, man. A fellow Army vet. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the hell out of you. All right. Like I said, I know that I've got trolls and I've got supporters out there. We're going to hit up these topics. I'm going to explain my points of view as we go along. So I hope that we got our moderators out there. I know Blue Cord's watching over there on the mobile format. So if you can, please, Blue Cord, keep an eye on these chats out there. Make sure we don't got anyone. I invite any kind of discussion here. Here's the big difference between me and cultist lefties out there is I will talk to anybody. Okay, I will. Unless you get rude, unless you start spamming the chat, anything like that, I'll talk to you, man, as long as you're civil about it. But as soon as you get stupid, then you're out of here. But speaking of stupid, let's watch. There goes the other fucking light. Damn it, Elgato. Hey. I updated everything. I don't know why the lights aren't working right. This is so fucking dumb. All right, let's watch Zoran Mondani, the new communist mayor of New York. Watch his acceptance speech here.
Bak, Dirk Allah. Dirka, Muhammad Jihad. Haka Sherpa, Bakala.
All right, there you go. Zoran Mondani's new acceptance speech there in New York. Oh, gotta love Team America, man. Gotta love Team America.
So lick my butt and suck on my balls, America.
You guys get it. But yeah, Zoran Mondani. I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen with New York and Florida now, because there's gonna be a lot of people are gonna bail out of New York and probably go down to Florida, and it's probably gonna hurt me because I'm gonna try to look for a place to buy down there, and property values might skyrocket when that happens. All right, speaking of I don't know how to segue this. I just saw somebody saying that Trump is treacherous. Well, guess what? Your President fucking Biden had 90% of all of his orders signed by AutoPen by his staff and whoever the fuck else was running. He had no goddamn fucking clue about it. So go suck a fucking dick. Here is what just happened. Well, actually, I think it's happened a couple days ago. But President Donald Trump did declare any and all documents, proclamations, executive orders, memorandums, or contracts signed by order of the now infamous and unauthorized AutoPen within the administration of Joseph R. Biden Jr. are now hereby null, void, and no further force or effect. Anyone receiving pardons, commutations, or any other legal documents so signed, please be advised that said document has been fully and completely terminated and is of no legal effect. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, my understanding is that there's still some legal process this is going to have to go through. Obviously, I guarantee it's going to get held up in courts by woke fucking judges, one of which woke judges have been called up by the Senate. I didn't see this, but I saw this pop up. I didn't see this in the news, but I saw apparently it pop up that the Senate has called them in for questioning these people who are just constantly illegally declining everything that Trump tries to do. One of them has declined to show up, so he's going to get subpoenaed more than likely. If you got nothing to worry about, then why don't you show up and answer the questions about your decisions? So that will likely get held up. Let's see what is going to happen. You're on a fucking veteran channel here, Patty Porter. I don't give a fuck. All right, I'm sorry if you're offended, but you got to go somewhere else then. All right, we're dirty, foul-mouthed fucking veterans here. All right, we're not going to be censored. I tell everybody who comes on this show, as long as it doesn't get my channel fucking demonetized or taken off the air, then you can say whatever the fuck you want. Okay, I apologize, but sorry, not sorry. We're veterans here, all right? We have foul mouths. You've heard cuss like a sailor. Well, you can also cuss like a soldier. So anyways, that awesome stuff is happening. And then at the same time, we also have Trump saying this at his cabinet meeting today about the Somalis, of which, if you don't realize how bad the Somali situation right now in Minneapolis is, you got to learn a lesson and do some damn research, because they're taking over the damn city. And these are people who don't like our country. They hate this country. They don't want to actually be a citizen here, learn the language. They send them money, just send money back to Somalia. They shouldn't be here. Even if they're legal citizens, they're not good Americans. They don't appreciate this nation and what's been given to them. They won't learn the language. And now this is Trump speaking here. Obviously, and this is one of the stupid things, anybody out there who don't understand what's going on with the immigration process right now, we're not kicking out any legal immigrants. Not one single legal immigrant has been kicked out. Nobody's getting kicked out because of the color of your skin. You are being brainwashed if you actually fucking believe that. It's so dumb. So when he's speaking here, he's talking about kicking out the people who don't need to be here, claiming some kind of status of whatever. They need to get the hell out. All right. So here's President Trump with this epic announcement or just response to a reporter, I think.
And they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries, too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point.
Truth.
We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
This is absolutely true. And, you know, you can always use Europe, especially England, as an example of what is going to start happening here in the United States. It happens all the damn time. Whenever they push, there's the ones who first start pushing a lot of the stupid woke shit that we see here. Do you see all the immigration? It was really what started really strong over there. England is turning into the Middle East. They really are. It is an invasion that's happening. The Middle East is invading the United States and the West. And that also includes places like Somalia and everything else. I understand there's differences and all that. But these people from these shithole countries, I have no problem saying that. They are shitholes. I've been in shithole countries. I spent a lot of time there. Got shot in these places. I got shot at these places. I never got shot. Never tried to claim that. But I've been in these places. They come here and they bring their shit with them. They bring their shit religion. And I mean that with them. And I'm saying that specifically for like Arabs, for Islam specifically. They actually allow rape under certain conditions. And that's why you see so many sexual assaults in England and now in the United States around these areas where you have people like the Somalis, people where you have these Afghans. There's an investigation. There was a question today at the Department of Defense, at the Pentagon, about the hiding of sexual assaults on military bases when the Afghans got brought in 2021 during the botched evacuation of Afghanistan. And the Biden DOJ hid the fact that women, American soldiers, service members were being sexually assaulted by Afghans, and they fucking hid it. And this all ties in also with the fact that an Afghan national just shot 2 of our service members in D.C., killing a 20-year-old young woman. So go suck a fucking dick if you want to have any love for these people who don't need to be here, who won't integrate into our nation, who are not actually becoming Americans. They want to support their former nation and bring all their culture over here. Fuck you. This is America. We don't want it.
Ilhan Omar is garbage.
Yes, she is. She is absolute fucking garbage who hates America.
She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell, and they complain, and do nothing but bitch,
yep,
we don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Fucking love it. Fucking love it. That is such a great statement right there that we need to hear from a strong president who is done with the shit and doesn't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck anymore. And I know that's going to piss off a lot of libs, and I don't give a fuck. We're done with this shit. We're done with the invasion, man. We're done with the invasion. We're not going to allow America to turn into Somalia or Iraq or Afghanistan or any of that shit. I saw a statement from somebody after a service members got shot. To be clear, who don't understand, it was a 20-year-old female. She was a Army National Guard soldier. I believe she was a private first class, and the other one is an Air National Guardsman. I think he's a staff sergeant, and he's still in critical condition. And I saw a veteran make a statement. I think I was on a live stream, and somebody pointed out that it was a Medal of Honor recipient, I believe Navy SEAL, or no, he's a Marine Medal of Honor recipient. I made the point that we fought over in the Middle East, and we risked our lives to be shot at and killed so that it wouldn't happen over here. So that American citizens wouldn't have to be targeted over here by these individuals. And we got done with that war after so many years of fighting in Afghanistan, or 2 decades. I believe the pullout was 2 decades. Yeah, because 01 was 9/11. We fought that war and lost so many service members only to bring one of the Afghans back here to the States and let them kill our soldier here on this ground. He made a great video, this Medal of Honor recipient did, that was much more eloquent than what I just said, because I'm trying to paraphrase what he said there. And that really is sad as hell. Obviously this young woman was so young. I'm going to take a guess, she didn't serve in any combat zones. But yeah, that's sad, man. That's really fucking sad. That's really damn sad that you join the army to try to protect this country, protect its people, and you get killed here stateside. So it's a shame, man. It's a real shame. And I just hope we can stop it. And that's the problem, too. That's also the issue and a reason why I wanted to play the Trump video from his cabinet meeting. I believe that was today. There goes another light. This is ridiculous. I have my lights in the background intentionally set up to alter red and green. I'm not supposed to have these lights alter turning on and turning off. But oh god, shit! I just completely lost track of what I was saying. Fuck. All right. Oh well. Oh, by the way, let me know in chat if y'all watched my live stream when I was sitting on the couch over here. And I had just gotten this air filter, which is sitting over here. The air filter I bought on a Black Friday deal, it was advertised and I looked at reviews. It was supposed to be able to filter cigar smoke. And so I tested it out and I smoked a cigar over there while I was doing this live stream. I was very much inebriated. I really shouldn't have done that live stream, but a lot of people watched it. My room smells like smoke now. The air filter did not work as advertised. I had friends who I talked to, and there's this like Rabbit Air, I think is the name of it. It's a $750 filter that they say is just great. It works perfect to get cigar smoke out. And I bought the fucking cheap version, which didn't fucking work. And now my room is potentially, permanently smells like cigar smoke. It's been getting better. I've been running the shit out of the filter, and somebody told me that I can use there's stuff out there I can spray the room down with, but I hope you all appreciate that stream, because now my room smells like fucking cigars, unfortunately. Let me get up here. I'm gonna put the banner back on just so you all know. Forgot I got a timer on this. StreamYard added a lot of new stuff. We do play drinking game rules here. Any single super chat and do social, $20 or more, and we'll do shots, of which out there the audience can participate in as well. That's the idea. And also, like I said, man, I'm not used to the chat going as fast as it is unless I get a big guest on. So I can't see everybody's chats like I normally would, which is obviously not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to have so many people in here, but I like to be able to react with you guys as much as possible. You can always quit smoking. It's a cigar, man. You know what's funny? I smoke like 2-3 cigars a month, or at least I did until a cigar bar opened up right down the street from me, and now I'm there like every week smoking a cigar. But I got asked by the VA. Every time they ask me if I smoke, I tell them, yeah, I have like maybe a couple cigars a month. Would you like to see somebody about quitting? Like, it's a couple of cigars a month. I'm not chain smoking cigars. I'm not smoking it because I have an addiction I need to fix or something. It's a nice, relaxing, enjoyable thing to do on occasion. I appreciate your advice, but I'm not addicted to it. I enjoy smoking cigars. That's it. Clint, I appreciate you dropping some stuff on here. One of our awesome moderators. I'm assuming maybe somebody was asking about my socials. So there you go. There's a link right there if that's what you're looking for. You can find me on all social media at Vets Talkin, X, Instagram, Facebook. You name it, I'm probably on it. Let's see. A dyslexic man walks into a broth. That's good. That's good. I thought you were either trolling me or got that spelled wrong yourself, but obviously, I'm a little slow in the head lately. All right, let's get on to okay, yeah. So we were talking there about Donald Trump and his position on immigrating or removing the Somalis. So let's get on to a topic of. A father reacting to his daughter's boyfriend getting deported, and an awesome statement by, I guess you could say, Donald Trump.
Yo, her boyfriend got deported, and her dad sent her this. Dad of the year right here.
My boyfriend just got deported. My dad.
Hey, honey, so that boyfriend of yours, he's gone. And when I say gone, I mean deported. I made one phone call to ICE, beautiful people, best agents, and 30 minutes later they had him in the van crying like a little baby. Turns out that so-called student visa of his expired in 2019 and he never left. How sad. But please understand I did it for you, princess. That kid was a walking red flag factory. He couldn't even speak a lick of English. Come on now. Next thing you know, he's got you eating tacos for breakfast and naming your kids Ricardo and Jose. Not in my bloodline, sweetheart, you're a catch. You deserve a guy who owns a truck, not a guy who gets picked up by one. You deserve a man who pays taxes, not one who disappears the second someone asks for a social security number. So yeah, I snitched. I reported him. Don't be mad. Be proud. Your dad just saved you from a lifetime of translating for him at the DMV and explaining to your kids why Santa says Feliz Navidad. Now go touch some grass, eat a cheeseburger with real American cheese, and find yourself a nice boy named Hunter or Braden who says, yes, ma'am, and owns at least one pair of boots that aren't from Payless Love You more than anything. You're welcome.
Yo, her boy.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, so fucking good, man. Dad of the year by far. Dad of the fucking year. That is so damn good. Bye, Emmanuel. Get the fuck out. Oh, good shit. What's up? Semper Fi to all my Marine brothers out there. I was Army, but yeah, I consider all service members and veterans my brothers and sisters. So Semper Fi to you there, Olin Jr. 3827. Welcome to Vets Talkin. Oh man, that was some good shit right there. I hope that was real. You never know with the editing and Photoshop and AI. Somebody very well could have easily made that and it could be fake, but I hope that is real, man. Dad of the fucking year. Absolutely. All righty. Let's move on to a statement first. Man, when I was setting this all up earlier, I had it in my head, the segues, the reason I put everything in the order that I did, because I had an intention for the segues I was going to put in, but I don't even remember what the segue is for this. But Elon Musk posted this, stating, they don't kill you because you're a Nazi. They kill you. They call you a Nazi so they can kill you. That is the absolute fucking truth right there, if I've ever heard it. These are discussions that we have to have with people as well. Same thing when we're talking about the cult mentality earlier, when they want to call MAGA a cult. It's the left who is an actual cult. If you think about it, you brainwash, you tell somebody over and over and over again. I've said this, forever, having been a longtime watcher of Dan Bongino before he went to the FBI. At this point, I'd much rather have him doing podcasts again. I hope the FBI gets fixed, but he's not doing the job that I want to. But to gaslight somebody is to lie often, lie confidently, and seclude your audience from the truth. And one thing that these people are being told, to any of the trolls out there, why don't you pay attention and consider this? You're being told all the time. One, obviously you hate Nazis. You want to kill Nazis. You think Hitler is the devil and you want to kill Hitler. Well, then what do you think is going to happen when all of a sudden all of your media is telling you that everyone who wears a red MAGA hat is a Nazi, and that our leader, President Trump, is literally Hitler? Then what do you think is going to happen? They brainwash you into believing we're Nazis, so then you can then have the excuse to attack us, to harm us, and even kill us, which is what happened to Charlie Kirk. Actually got everyone to believe that Charlie Kirk was a literal Nazi, and somebody actually fucking killed him over it. That's the world we live in right now. And there's an entire video and explanation breaking down the social media that was found about the Charlie Kirk killer. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. At first, the FBI under Biden. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting it mixed up with the Trump shooter. Who also actually has a lot of revelation. No, he's the one. That's right. Yeah, I'm getting the two mixed up. Amazing how many shooters we've had from the left trying to kill or even being able to kill right-wingers, but yet still it's white men who are the biggest danger in this country. Fucking crazy how that works. But yeah, it was the Trump attempted assassin who, under Biden's FBI, said that he had absolutely no social media trail to find. And then all of a sudden, we found a shit ton of social media, which actually showed him. And I guess this is where I think the FBI, without showing any evidence, just came out and said that he was a right-wing extremist, or at least it was the media. I can't remember how all that went down. But then showed the drastic and sudden change in 2020 during the COVID era, where he actually went from an actual legitimate right-wing extremist, which the leftist wants to believe we all are, but he actually was one who said that he thought, I think he said, like, he wants immigrants to be killed. He wants left-wing politicians to be murdered. That is an actual extremist, which we see very little of. I've never seen anyone like that. I've never encountered any right-winger like that ever in my fucking life. But then there was a very quick, very dramatic change from that same kind of extremism, but from the right to all of a sudden the left. Or no, God damn it. I'm getting backwards again. Holy shit.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert.
It was backwards. It was all left wing, and then it turned into right wing. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't streamed in a long time, and I spent a lot of time today. I'm kind of burnt out with all the amount of work that I had to do today just to get this fucking stream set up, get all my equipment ready and everything, since I've done this in so long. But no, he was left-wing extremism. He was left-wing extremism, and then took a sudden turn right wing to left. God damn it. He turned into a want to kill Republicans extremism, is my fucking point. I'm sure I'm confusing the fuck out of all of you, but that, like I said, that's the point, is that he turned all of a sudden to want to kill Republicans, wanted to kill President Trump, and it was all in his social media, YouTube accounts, all kinds of stuff. And there was a big question with a specific account that he started communicating with in YouTube comments that shows an account that apparently has some sort of ties This is one of those moments, guys, because I didn't have this prepared. I wasn't expecting to do this as a topic. But if you guys are new here, I always tell everyone, don't just take my word for it. Go do your own research on this. Thomas Crooks, I believe, is the Trump shooter. Look up Thomas Crooks. Look up the new revelations of what came out with his social media accounts and all that. It was Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson put out the documentary about this. Go look up Tucker Carlson on the Thomas Crooks video. I think it says who is or who was Thomas Crooks, because he's dead now. And Tucker breaks it down in a very good, I think, 23-minute video. So it won't even take a lot of your time. But it's a great watch. It definitely shows some weird shit that happened when he switched from one ideology to another. But he was definitely a mentally ill, deranged kid. All right, this kid wanted violent extremism at one point or another against both parties, against both sides of the aisle. Just a fucked up ass kid. So I encourage you guys, go look up the Tucker Carlson, Thomas Crooks special, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And like I said, do your own research. Don't ever take my word for it. I will always bring receipts. If I'm not bringing receipts, then do your own research. Don't ever just assume that I'm right or just listen to me or anything like that. I mean, I appreciate you listening to me, but don't assume I'm right. Prove me wrong if you want or can. Blue Cordell member for 31 months. And that is of the UN Full Retard membership. Anybody out there, if you want to join the membership, you can start off with Simple Jack membership for $2.
You are Simple Jack.
Tropic Thunder level for $5, and you went full retard for $10, and that's 31 months. Appreciate the fuck out of you, Blue Cord Devil. Says, oh wow, just noticed this. Damn, we've been drinking together for almost 3 years. That's fucking dope. Yeah, I started this channel, 3 years ago this month, and I think I uploaded a video. I started uploading videos. It'll be a 3-year anniversary in a few weeks, next month in January. And that's wild, man. That's wild, and we're still growing. We're still growing. I had somebody give me shit because I turned down a job to manage a bar here at the lake. The guy, he makes a lot of claim. He claims that, oh, you'd be making so much money, and I told him how much that I make like per month here on YouTube, and he laughed at me because it's not a lot. But I'm like, okay, one, I haven't been doing that much work. Like, if I really dedicated myself to this, like Gary Nerdrotic does, or other channels, and like upload like every day and do live streams all the damn time, I'd be making way more money. Okay, that's a retard fucking thing to say. And on top of that, obviously, we have growth. I mean, this channel's constantly been growing numbers, which is fucking dope. I appreciate it the fuck out of everybody. If you haven't already, if you're new here, please do double tap that like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. Or you can check out my social medias and you can get all the notifications of when we go live and do videos here. But I appreciate the hell out of all you guys, man. I can't thank y'all enough. Let me do a social. You know what? No, fuck it. Because you're paying $10 a month. And we've been doing this for 31 months. I'm going to do a shot for you there, Blue Cord. That's quite a few $10 monthly subscriptions you've been paying for. I appreciate the hell out of you. Cheers. Cheers to you, Blue Cord. So with that, I'm going to play another video for Blue Cord Devil. First off, because I think he found me through the Tom McDonald reaction video. So we'll start off with this. Anybody out there is a big Tom McDonald fan? Tom knows who I am.
Oh, Vets Talkin downloaded. Hey, Vets Talkin, what's up, brother? He's like an awesome YouTube reactor. He's badass.
Love that video. If you're Tom McDonald fans and you haven't seen, you can go into my Vets Talkin Tunes playlist. Check out especially American Flags video. That's the one that propelled this channel to fucking skyrocketed level fucking numbers. So yeah, my reaction videos do amazing when Tom McDonald ever puts out a video. Let's do a proper video for Blue Cord Devil here.
Hey, that wasn't an approach.
Thank you, Blue Cord. Cheers, buddy, for 3 years. We'll do a 3-year anniversary when it rolls around next month. We'll do a good proper celebration for that. But I appreciate your support, Blue Cord. You are an awesome, awesome dude. Thank you so much. What's up, B? Battlefield over on one of our YouTube. I've got the Rumble side, the YouTube side, and the other YouTube side. Just got home, saw you were live. So glad you're back. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, B. I appreciate you. All right, Brian Hill. Go fuck yourself, man. Go fuck yourself. Don't care what you say, bro. You ain't gonna hurt my fucking feelings. I am not a pussy little fucking liberal whining, crying little baby. But you can say everything you fucking want up until a fucking limit. Actually, I'd rather he just got kicked out of here right now because I'm not going to put up with anybody saying retard things like that. All right, we are going to talk now as the main title shows here. Also, like I've been also kind of alluding to unintentionally. Again, this is like terrible segue time. I'm normally better about this, but I'm kind of out of practice. Again, when we talk about the fact that we're being called a cult by stupid lefties in the chat right now, but then we actually question our leaders, unlike what the left does. We actually question Donald Trump, and that is actually creating quite a divide right now. Remember, until Biden was actually seen as the doddering, brainless man that he was live on TV, everyone just assumed and believed and support every single fucked up thing that he did. Even though we saw the corruption and everything that was going on, but they didn't. But now there's actually a divide, and they're celebrating the MAGA civil war, as some people are calling it. And I have some evidence here to show why there is this separation, and it's not what you actually think. It's not an organic matter of actual core Republicans or core Trump supporters that are in a divide from us. There's a big report, multiple different polls and everything. This is from ManhattanInstitute.org. I linked in the video description below the entire report. There are multiple different polls, breakdowns, multiple different ways to ask questions. It's worth a read. I saw this on Crowder today, and it's very insightful to explain what's going on right now in the Republican Party. So here right now, this chart is from a poll that says proportion which hold the following most conservative views in each policy area. So each one of these has core Republicans, which I would fall into, and new entrant Republicans. That's very important right there, because that falls into the category like Jillian Michaels, who was always a left-winger, always a Democrat, until she saw how bad Biden was and decided, okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and vote for Trump. But now she's out there on a video, was highlighted on Crowder, talking to Donald Trump Jr. and trying to demand that the Republicans, conservatives, act in a certain way, don't talk to certain people. Bitch, you are new to the party. She's an example of the new entrant Republican. So I'll go through some of these. One of these: trans children shouldn't receive medical interventions. Core Republicans, 83%. New entrant Republicans, 49%. Believe that transing kids should receive medical interventions. I shouldn't even have to go through any more of these, but that right there just shows the example of what these new Republicans, somebody who voted for Trump and Republicans in this last election, where they stand. That is not a core conservative Republican value, transing kids. But 49% of these new Republicans believe we should allow that. DEI policy should be illegal, which they should. That is discriminatory. Core Republicans, 67%. That should be higher. New entrant, similar number, 45%. Want to support DEI policies, essentially. Tariffs are good for the country. Controversial issues, 62% of core Republicans say that they're good. 45% believe that they're not. That's a whole different issue right there. It's not actually a tax. Nobody's holding a gun to your head to buy a fucking Jaguar, which is completely different from what a real tax is. If you don't pay your taxes, then somebody with guns show up at your door. Nobody's forcing you to buy anything that has a tariff on it, okay? It's not a fucking tax. Decrease high-skilled immigration. This is a weird one. Core Republicans say 10%. New entrants. That's not a good example. Keep going. Deporting illegal immigrants. Core Republicans say 43%. We should. New entrant Republicans 30%. And that's an interesting one right there, too. I'm very curious with the polling on this. I'm not sure how we don't have more Republicans on that because we're talking about deporting illegal immigrants. Again, something I discussed earlier. We're not talking about kicking out anybody who's an actual legal migrant here. We're talking about kicking out people who are here illegally. But nonetheless, it's still gonna, there goes another fucking light again. All right, let's get to the bigger numbers down here. Skip ahead down to nobody should pay higher taxes. Nobody should pay higher taxes. That's a good example of that is actually talking about if you want to believe in the flat tax policy, the idea that everybody pays the same number. It's outrageous that you get into a certain tax bracket, all of a sudden you're paying so much fucking more. The tax bracket for the top 10%, I think it is somewhere around 45% of all their fucking money. That's outrageous. Nobody should have to pay 45% of their fucking taxes. That's crazy. There is no equality. There's no the lefties out there want to actually believe that top 10% higher paid individuals are paying less than we are down at the lower and medium income range. No, they're not. They're paying 45% of all their fucking money, millions and billions of fucking dollars. But nobody should pay higher taxes. Core Republicans, 71%. New entrant Republicans, 47%. So that number is pretty consistent here. New Republicans have 45, about, let's call it half. Half of all new Republicans, quote unquote, believe in left-wing policies. Okay? And that's the reason why I have the thumbnail set up the way it is. That the Republican switch is actually people who are coming from, like an example, California Democrat blue, and then bringing it into Republican Texas red. They're coming over, bringing their voting policies, talking about higher taxes for the rich, talking about transing kids, talking about keeping illegal immigrants here. They're bringing that not only into our Republican states, but they're calling themselves Republican and voting for policies like this. They're not fucking Republicans. They're not fucking conservatives. Jillian Michaels is not a Republican, conservative, anything. That's actually you know what? I have that. I think I put that in my matrix. Right before I went live, I saw this clip and I put it in the matrix at the very last second. There it is. Awesome. All right. I can play this for you. Again, this is an example. I hate it when I can't actually show you guys receipts, but I can on this one because I saw it the last second. So let me put this in here. Boom, boom, boom. And all right, now let me switch out the screen share. Billionaires pay nothing. Go look up the tax bracket, dude. Go fucking look it up. All right, you guys are ridiculous. You little fucking trolls out there. You just want to scream and make claims of no substantiation or based on any fucking facts. All right, here we go. This is a clip from Steven Crowder from the other day.
Michaels told Donald Trump Jr., she gave her opinion on why Nick Fuentes, to be clear, I just think this is asinine. Nick Fuentes needs to be disavowed if you're going to keep broads like her.
I want to make this disclaimer as well. I don't agree with a lot of shit that Nick Fuentes says, but I'd still talk with him. It's absolutely stupid that anyone says you should not have a conversation with him. You shouldn't give him a platform. What, we don't live in a fucking country with the First Amendment, freedom of speech, and we should just keep silent for anyone we disagree with? No, we need to have conversations. That's the problem with the left. They won't actually open up to any possible other dialogue.
I'm here to tell you it's a big deal. And I think it's a big deal because all of those people that your dad invited in, Tulsi, Kennedy, myself, inadvertently, right? All of these more, Rogan, all of these more moderate people who fleed the crazy on the left are alarmed if the right doesn't disavow the Nick Fuenteses. And it doesn't mean, I'm not saying cancel Tucker.
Don't give a shit because you're all new to the party. All right, y'all are new. When I was in the Army, a private does not get to teach about patrol methods. All right, they're brand spanking new. They're not going to teach the sergeants or tell the sergeants how to do things. They're new.
Carlson. That is not what I'm saying. I
We
wish
should leave the
Tucker had handled it
prescriptions to
differently.
actual conservatives.
I have no problem saying that. But I do think it's going to be a problem. I'm just deeply concerned that if there's a guy who says women want to be raped, and somebody does not say, this is not who we are as a party, this is not conservatism, we find him repulsive.
She's not a conservative. She's not. She's again sitting here and trying to speak from the side of a Republican conservative. She is neither. She just flipped over, said she's going to vote for Trump. She's a lesbian leftist who is still hanging on to her ideologies, just like the Somalis and the Afghans hang on to their ideologies when they come from their shithole fucking countries and they come over here to America and think they can bring their ideologies over here. She's doing the exact same thing here with conservatism. She ain't no conservative. We ain't gonna fucking listen to this. We don't have to.
I'm telling you, it's
but I also think if you're going to acknowledge every person that says something ridiculous, all of a sudden you're just making them bigger in a way.
Yeah. Now,
all right, and then he goes on. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's crazy that we have somebody that I already went through the numbers there. I showed the numbers. All right. We have about half of all new Republicans, like she claims to be, who still have left-wing ideological values, and they're trying to interject that into the Republican Party now. All right. That's why, that's why I use the thumbnail with the California, with the arrow going over to Texas. It's not going to happen. And that is where this supposed MAGA divide, the MAGA civil war is actually largely being brought in or even being pushed by these left-wingers who are claiming to be Republican Trump supporters. I don't give a shit about what you think about certain policies, about Nick Fuentes, how toxic he is. I don't give a fuck. You're a lefty. We don't silence opposition. For a lot of people, Fuentes is opposition. It doesn't matter. The fucking rape thing, too, that's not what Fuentes says. It's one of those examples where you can rewind or fast forward 60 seconds and you'll see the context. I didn't see the full video, but they explained it on Crowder. He was talking about women who have rape fantasies, which they found a number. There's something staggering, like 60 to 70%. I think it's actually around 70% of all women at some point or another have a fantasy about rape. I'm not going to go into the full explanation about how Trump broke that down, but it's actually just statistical fucking numbers. Women admit it. They're not actually saying they want it in real life, but it's a fantasy about being ravaged by an attractive man, not actually being taken behind a dark alley by a fucking ugly Somali pirate. So it's ridiculous. People like Nick Fuentes, and again, this is why Charlie Kirk got killed, because they took certain clips of things that he said, took it out of context, and had people actually believe that he was somebody that needs to be murdered. Again, they don't kill us because they actually believe we're Nazis. They call us Nazis so they can kill us. It's frustrating, man. It is fucking frustrating. I don't know what statistic. They had it on the Crowder show. It's some number that a poll was done. Again, do your own fucking research. Do your own research. I don't sit here. I will provide you receipts when I can find them. They had on Crowder. Either go watch Crowder from today or go look it up yourself. But that's the things right there. And here, I'll show you guys here real quick also. Like I said, it's in the link below with this Democrat, or rather just Republicans versus New Republicans. Like I say, this is a big article, man. And I mean, that was just one single example right there. This is a survey analysis of Americans overall, today's Republicans coalition, and the minorities of MAGA. And they go through a lot of different categories, a lot of different questions and everything. So it's fascinating. Favorability toward figures on the American right. Preferred leadership style and views on social femininity. It's a very interesting article. So I encourage people to click on that link in the video description below and go through and check that out. But we're not going to go through all that today because I don't like to bore you people. I'm sure I'm boring, or not boring, but triggering the trolls in the chat, which you are completely insignificant. So speaking on the topic of illegal immigration, talking on the topic of ICE, apparently ICE had a big bust on one certain illegal immigrant, somebody who is here not as a proper citizen, who has apparently been bringing goods into our nation, driving an unregistered vehicle into our aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, ICE has caught Santa Claus.
Move, move! Get on the ground, Santa! You've entered the United States illegally! Look, evidence! He's smuggling packages across the border! They're presents for children! It's Christmas! This thing has no registration! Call in the tow truck! What the hell did he do to these deer? The psycho glued a light bulb to his nose! You don't understand! Shut the door! You can't do this! Ah!
Nice disguise, cartel Santa.
Oh, that's real, you pricks! Let's go. You can't deport me! I have delivery! You can't do this! I'm a sovereign citizen! I have the right to travel! End of the line, jolly old illegal! Time to go back where you came from! Oh, holy spirit of Christmas! I'm alive! Woo! No, no, no! No, no, no! Get off me! No,
Oh man, I apologize to anybody who might have. I hope you don't have kids in the room watching that. Oh, I hope anybody didn't have kids. Obviously, that's satire, children. If there's any kids watching, that wasn't the real Santa Claus. It's wild. That wasn't even a left winger anti-ICE made that. That was America memed. Man. See, we actually have a sense of humor on here. We can even joke about ICE deporting Santa Claus. If you think about the guy enters the country illegally. So, anyways, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. I like it. It's funny. All right, we're gonna keep on going here. Some more stuff. I want to remind everybody out there, we have drinking game rules. Any single super chat, do social, $20 or more. We do shots. Shot. You guys can take shots along with us. I play funny videos when we do. It's a good time for everybody. Also, again, welcome to Vets Talk. If anybody who's new there, please do double tap that like and subscribe, and you can share us out there and all that good stuff. All right, let's talk about the Venezuela stuff, which I'm here for. The Venezuela, taking out the Venezuela drug cartels. I've listened to people make arguments that we get drugs brought in from Mexico, but we're not doing anything there. Guess what? Mexico is an ally of ours, and they have actively been trying to work with us to stop the cartels. In case anybody's trying to argue why we send the military to Venezuela but not Mexico, we are. Remember early on in the administration when they announced that they were going to be sending American special operations to surgically strike cartels in Mexico to stop the drug trafficking? Kind of a good thing that we stopped hearing about that, because I'll bet it's actually still happening, but we're not going to reveal what our special operators are doing. So we are actively stopping drug movement. The difference with Mexico and Venezuela is that Maduro is actively a pawn for the cartels. In fact, it's believed, again, sources, I don't have them with me, but it's believed that the cartels, that Maduro does want to leave. Maduro wants to take a get the hell out of there, take a deal, but the cartels won't let him. That if he leaves and goes off to a cushy island somewhere, which is what Trump has been saying, Maduro, get out of there. You can live out the rest of your life on a nice fucking island somewhere. The cartels will find him and kill him. So allegedly that's what's going on. But Maduro is working under duress, I do believe, from the cartels, and it is a narco state. They are actively making money off the shipment of drugs here to the United States, and the amounts of, I think they announced that the amount of fentanyl that was brought in a certain time period was enough to kill every American in the United States some amount of times over, coming just from Venezuela alone. Again, this is where it's ridiculous when people are trying to claim, no, the fentanyl is coming from Mexico. It's coming from both fucking countries. It's ridiculous that anyone's trying to claim that this is not a problem coming from fucking Venezuela, a communist dictatorship that has Maduro in power after a legal election happened, and the woman who actually won the election, instead of being allowed to take power, is now in jail. And she's the person who received the Nobel Peace Prize this past year, rightfully so, because she actually did that under threat of the possibility that she could be murdered, that she could be harmed, that she can be put in jail, which she was, just for simply running against Maduro. And that's what happened. She is the rightful president. All right. We need an ally down there. Regime change sucks. All right. I was a part of Iraq with the regime change of Saddam Hussein. I support this way more than taking out Saddam Hussein. Way more. We actually have an actual enemy in this side of the world that is actively bringing in materials that are killing Americans right now. I support this 100%. I won't say 100%. I have some issue with the idea of this, but nonetheless, I support the hell out of this. Again, way more than even invading Iraq. So let's see. I said all that to say this. I'll bring this article up and I'll explain as I bring this up. Everything that this administration does gets scrutinized, lied about, and I'll just leave it at that, lied about. So what happened recently, after we've now had something like 2021 strikes on drug boats, and yes, they're fucking drug boats. I will give you the reason on how we have intelligence that can prove that they're striking drug boats, enemy targets. They're claiming that this is apparently true, that after the strike on one drug boat, that there was an order for a secondary strike. For what purpose? They actually claim that Pete Hegseth gave the order, kill them all. So here's the truth. This is the update on Operation Southern Spear. I didn't even heard that was the name of the operation until today. Reaffirms SOCOM, Special Operations Command, called for second strike on the drug boat. The War Department is provided an update today on the narco-terrorism campaign, Operation Southern Spear, including the casualties inflicted on suspected narco-terrorists and a re-emphasis on how the operation's first kinetic boat strike unfolded. This is not a long article, so don't worry. I'm not going to bore you to death. To date, 21 kinetic strikes in Southern Command's area of operations have taken place, resulting in 82 narco-terrorists having been killed. Pentagon Press Secretary blah, blah, blah says, quote, each strike conducted against these designated terror organizations is taken in defense of vital U.S. national interests to protect the homeland. She added that the legality of the strikes have been thoroughly vetted by proper authorities. Yeah, they're in international water. The legality is there. It's perfectly fucking legal to do this. Our operations, this quote, our operations in Southcom, Southern Command, region are lawful under both U.S. and international law, with all actions in compliance with the law of armed conflict. These actions have also been approved by the best military and civilian lawyers and down the chain of command. Along with the lines of legality, Wilson also underscored White House Secretary Caroline Leavitt's statement yesterday saying that a, quote, double tap strike on an alleged Venezuelan narco-terrorist boat on September 2nd was ordered by U.S. Special Operations Command's top leader, Navy Admiral Frank Bradley, and not Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. The fact that the media out there is even saying that Pete Hegseth gave the order to do a strike on an individual boat or to even give a second strike doesn't understand how the fucking military works at all. Pete Hegseth is not giving orders to the troops on the ground, to the aircraft flying the bombs, anything like that. That's not how military works. Of course, it's a military leader who gives these orders. Pete Hegseth ordered the Navy to be down there. Said, you have a mission, here's the mission, now execute the operation. That's how it works. And a Special Operations Command Navy Admiral is the one who gave the order, of course. I want to stress as well, guess what happens when you have an enemy vessel, vehicle, or enemy combatants that have not been eliminated in the first strike? You take them out and you finish the mission. I've got a meme that I'm going to show you to put an exclamation point on that. A recent article published late last week claiming that Hegseth had ordered the second strike has been a source of contention between President Trump's administration, some members of Congress, and the media. Quote, as the White House confirmed yesterday, the decision to restrike the narco-terrorist vessel was made by Admiral Bradley, operating under clear and standing authorities to ensure the boat was destroyed and the threat to the United States was eliminated. Let's make one thing crystal clear, says Admiral Bradley. This is the statement. Let's make one thing crystal clear. Admiral Bradley is an American hero, a true professional, and he has my 100% support, said Hegseth. Quote, I stand by him, the combat decision he's made on September 2nd mission and all others since. America is fortunate to have such men protecting us 100%. Unlike any leftists out there with their DEI bullshit they want to interject in the Navy, that let's be nice to the terrorists. Let's let the terrorists do what they want to do and kill Americans would essentially be their mentality and was the mentality under the Biden regime. We've had leaked videos, undercover videos of people saying some really stupid shit with DEI and everything in our military, and does nothing but make our service members put them at risk, but Americans as well. Wilson ended the Operation Southern Spear portion of her briefing by re-emphasizing the War Department's commitment to protecting the American people. Quote, this department will defend our homeland. This is not a catchphrase, it's a commitment, she said. And as Hegseth said, when it comes to killing narco-terrorists, we have only just begun. And I applaud that statement 100%. Now, so that is the statement from the DOW, the War Department now, which fuck off you lefties. I love it. It's funny. I was actually just thinking about this today. Everyone hates the fact that it was changed to the War Department, calls it dumb or whatever. I had a conversation with a lefty who said that calling the Space Force, naming it such, was dumb. That's a dumb name. I said, why? We have an Air Force. And there was this absolute pause and moment of realization of how stupid what she just said was. Because, of course, we would call it the Space Force. They operate with space technology, just like we call it the Air Force, because they operate in the air. But that's what y'all do. Anything that happens in the Trump administration, y'all just think is dumb because you are too dumb to realize how stupid the things are that you're even saying. But with that statement from the DOW and it's the War Department, I guess is a better name. Let's hear from Hegseth himself, which is obviously going to be just maybe a little bit more fiery.
We're proud to do it.
So you didn't see any survivors, to be clear, after that first strike? You personally?
I did not personally see survivors, but I stand, because the thing was on fire. It was exploded and fire and smoke. You can't see anything. You got digital. This is called the fog of war. This is what you in the press don't understand. You sit in your air-conditioned offices or up on Capitol Hill and you nitpick and you plant fake stories in the Washington Post about kill everybody, phrases on anonymous sources not based in anything, not based in any truth at all. And then you want to throw out really irresponsible terms about American heroes, about the judgment that they made. I wrote a whole book on this topic because of what politicians and the press does to warfighters. President Trump, proud.
It's right. That's right. That's a burn as far as I'm concerned. That's a burn. Fucking media is dumb. Fucking dumb. Media out there who knows nothing about war, knows nothing about our military, knows nothing about combat, knows nothing about the chain of command. Y'all are fucking dumb. Exactly like you said, put out fake stories, come from anonymous. That was the #1 most reported on authority back during the first presidency was Mr. or Mrs. Anonymous. Statements come out all the damn time, making claims about one thing or another, and it's never able to be proven. Fucking never. What is up to everybody watching on the 2 different platforms here on YouTube? We are 323 people watching over here, and minimum over on Rumble as expected. Rumble's very hard to get numbers on. Yeah, we are trying something new here. We are streaming with StreamYard on both a horizontal and a vertical platform here, and I'm so appreciative to have everybody here. Welcome to Vets Talkin. Make sure to double tap that like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications if you would like. All right, so with that being said, again, if the target is not properly eliminated, in other words, let's use for an example, if a tank is shot at and it's still able to turn its turret. Everything else is disabled. It's mostly blown up, but it's still operating. Do you think we should just be nice and not take a second shot again? No, you're going to fucking eliminate the damn target. You're going to complete the mission, which is what we've been doing for many decades, just in the latest war on terror. You eliminate the fucking target. If the target's not properly eliminated, in this case, maybe there's still drugs floating and the boat isn't properly destroyed and there's still drugs on it, you're going to take a second shot. No one even said it's to kill anyone. The targets may have been dead, but maybe they were just shooting because there were still boxes of drugs on the boat. We don't know. Either way, it's irrelevant. You're going to destroy the target. They're killing narco terrorists and eliminating and removing the drugs. Send it out to Cocaine Shark. It's a joke I love somebody made recently off of the idea of Cocaine Bear. We're now sending all this cocaine down to the bottom of the ocean, and I want to see a Cocaine Shark movie. Hopefully it'll be better than Cocaine Bear. I'm glad I never actually watched, but I heard it's fucking awful. So yes, that is the fucking point. You're going to take out the enemy. So just like Angry Cops here, Army veteran himself, actually still in, says, oh no, every helicopter pilot in Iraq and Afghanistan is going to have to stand trial for eliminating the target. Absolutely. See? This is what happens. This is war. This is war. That's what happens. And they know that they're targets that need to be eliminated. Here's the point I'm going to get at. Here is what actually happens. For everybody out there who believes that these are just fishermen because that's just what you're being told. Left-wing media out there is just pushing out. Like I said, gaslighting you. They're lying confidently and lying often, and they're secluding you from the truth. They're just telling you that they're fishermen. Based on what? How would you determine whether they're fishermen or not? Does CNN have an intelligence operation that can determine that they're fishermen? No, of course they don't. They don't have any intelligence. They don't have any proof. The military actually does have a methodology to be able to determine who a target is. It's called intelligence gathering, and there's a process to it called a kill chain. Now, I'm bringing this to you as something I've learned about because I didn't work at the level where this is done at. I worked in military intelligence as a dumb boots on the ground guy, where I was the guy who would gather the information, report where people are, report their movements, and then I had people called an intelligence analyst who will put all that together, and then people put it together and become what is then intelligence. I'm only reporting information. They turn it into intelligence, and then higher ranking officers take that, and then they do crazy shit like this with it. This is a process of which it goes through. They don't just see a boat with boxes in it and then shoot it. That's what your stupid media is telling you, but it's a fucking lie. This is a big in-depth process. First is find, intelligence collection, detection. That was what I did. Fix, focus sensors, locate, identify, determine time available. I don't even understand all this. So I don't expect you to understand all this. I'm only breaking this down so you can see how complex the process is to determine when you find a target and who you're going to eliminate and how. Number 3, track. Prioritize intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Maintain track, update time available. That could be something that I would do. If I'm told, hey, there's a target out there, maintain that target, track it, and report back to us what's happening. It would have to be a stationary target because I'm not getting up and trying to run through the woods to chase a vehicle. Number 4, target, determine resources, develop options, maintain track, weaponeer, satisfy the restrictions, deconflict, target area clearance, risk assessment, select method, and decide. This one's very important right here because they're trying to make the claim that Pete Hegseth and our Navy is just willy-nilly just shooting fucking people in boats. No, satisfy restrictions. In other words, you can determine if there's any threat out there to harming civilians. Deconflict, can we actually possibly deconflict this before actually having to kill anyone? Make a kinetic strike. Target area clearance. Make sure you clear the area out if there are any civilian targets or anything else you don't want to shoot. 5, engage, order engagement, transmit order, monitor, manage, and then strike. And then 6, assess, report results, reattack recommendations. And there it is right there. Reattack recommendations. So it went through this entire process. I don't have their intelligence process there with the Navy at their locations. I can guarantee you we have a lot of special operators in Venezuela right now. We have CIA, we have drones, we have satellite technology that are monitoring where these drugs are coming from, where they're being shipped to in vehicles, where they're being loaded up onto the boats, and then they're out in the water where they get killed. And there are people, professionals, CIA, special operators, maybe JSOC, I mean, SEAL Team 6, I was going to say DevGru, Delta Force, are monitoring. They have reconnaissance eyes on, and they're monitoring every single aspect of this. Going through this kill chain here is that admiral we were just talking about. And they determined that this is an actual threat, that we can kill these guys without hurting anybody else. And it is a surgical precision strike. And obviously it didn't completely finish the operation of the last one we were talking about. So reattack recommendation, strike again, and finish the operation, finish the mission. That is the process. Okay, that's the process. I like this comment down here, but where is CNN/MSNBC in this decision loop? That's perfect. That's perfect, because CNN, MSNBC somehow seem to know what's going on in the operation down in Venezuela. Somehow they supposedly have all this information that we're looking at here, and they're determining that no, they're fishermen. Okay.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
Retard alert you are, because CNN, MSNBC, they don't fucking know. It's retarded. It's absolutely retarded that they just keep lying to people, and trolls in this chat just keep on fucking believing it. Y'all are retards. Never been in the fucking military. Have no clue how things go down. But people in left-wing media report and tell you fucking lies, and you just eat it up. Oh, but we're the ones in the cult. Okay. You go ahead and keep on drinking your Kool-Aid. That's what's going to go on there. So, how does our wonderful Secretary of War react to this kind of stuff? I say this kind of stuff. I don't know if there's actually a reaction to specifically that, but he drops memes. For your Christmas wish list is a book called Franklin Targets Narco Terrorists. Love it. Love it. I love the fact, and to be clear, this is in his personal account. This is not the Secretary of War account. This is Pete Hegseth. So you want to take a wild guess how left-wingers respond to stuff like this? We have a Navy captain. That's an E6. That's somebody who has a full bird on his shoulder, or whatever fucking stripes they wear in their sleeves. Weird rank system that they have. Here is how Mark Kelly, supposed hero, astronaut, brave warrior, cries about a meme.
He's putting out on the internet turtles with rocket-propelled grenades. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
This is the Secretary of Defense. This is not a serious person.
Yeah.
He should have been fired after Signalgate.
No. No.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
Yeah. Cry, baby. It's a fucking joke, you humorless little turd. A fucking a captain, a Navy captain, an 06, I think I might have said E6, 06, crying about a turtle meme. Oh no. He's not a serious person. You're not a serious fucking person. Okay? You're fucking not. You're just like everyone else out there. No matter what a right-winger does, you're going to say it's wrong. No matter what a left-winger does, you're going to say it's right. All the fucking time. Without fail. So yeah, he's crying about it. But he's also possibly guilty of something. Let me just pull this up here. I'm sure everybody's been hearing this word going around. Sedition, the seditious six. What is sedition? Sedition is incitement or of resistance to or insurrection against lawful authority. Well, Mark Kelly is a part of the seditious six. I'm sure everybody out there has seen this video already, or at least heard the story, where Mark Kelly, little bitch boy, cries about memes, and 5 other veterans of either the military or intelligence community actually put out video of them calling for service members and special operatives, I guess people in the clandestine community, being CIA, FBI, to disobey orders. Now, I guarantee if I pause long enough, there's going to be people in the chat going to say, no, it's unlawful orders. Yeah, they said that. But prior to them putting that video out, they've been trying to put it in everybody's head that everything that Trump is doing is already illegal orders or unlawful orders. So they already laid it out, said attacking Venezuela is unlawful. It's illegal orders. Going into American cities, those are illegal orders. Then they put the video out saying to disobey illegal orders. So what they're actually telling the troops is to disobey orders. Every time any one of these people have been asked this question, which is just the last few days, they've been asked specifically, well, what illegal orders have been given? They all answered properly. None. Trump has not given any illegal orders. Anyone in this chat who's trying to troll and saying that he's been given illegal orders, you're wrong. Look it up yourself. They said it himself. I'm pretty sure Mark Kelly there had to say it. So has everyone else. He has given no illegal orders, but he might. No, he hasn't. He has not been given any illegal orders unless he's the one fucking telling someone to turn my fucking lights on and off. That'd be an illegal order. No, these people, that is sedition. What Mark Kelly did there. And this, I haven't done the research on the exact legality or anything around or actual policy on this. But the what I heard somebody say, it's alleged. But to my recollection, I think this actually could be true because I was an officer. I was enlisted, but he retired from the Navy. And as a retiree, somebody was saying that he can be recalled and then held under and be put under for court martial under UCMJ for sedition, for telling troops to disobey orders of the President of the United States, which is illegal. So if that's true, Mark Kelly and the rest of the seditious six could be in big trouble. That could be some big trouble for those guys. So no matter what, here's the thing from my perspective, as somebody who spent 9 years in the Army, as somebody who was a leader, I was a sergeant. If I have a troop who questions my orders, if you're in combat, it could lead one, if you're in combat, death. One of the reasons you go through basic training, and this happens especially more with Marines through boot camp, in both situations, the process is to break you down as a civilian, remove that aspect of your life, and build you back up as a soldier or Marine. And it is ingrained within you to not question anything. If you're told to jump, you jump. If you're told to dive, you dive. If you're told to ambush or charge that hill, you charge that fucking hill, and you don't ask questions. Early on, when I was in 74th Long Range Surveillance Detachment, when I was in one of the most badass units in the fucking Army, regular Army at least, I saw people who would pause and question leaders. It's obviously, it'd be like a cherry private, and boy, will they get in trouble. They get fucking reamed so bad. Because you can't ask a question. You can't fucking pause. You need to react the second you're told. If you're told to get down and you say why, boom, you get shot in the fucking head and you're dead. When you're telling troops that the president or your leaders might be giving you illegal orders and all of a sudden now there's pause in your mind, you're getting someone fucking killed. Take all the other legalities out of this. Take the sedition aspect out of it. You are compromising our troops by making them question orders. We already know you don't have to follow illegal orders. We already know you don't fire on a family who's unarmed. We already fucking know that. But you're putting it in troops' heads that they may be given other illegal orders that they're questioning it. And you're going to get people killed at worst, or the other aspect, something that could be less worse, but still bad enough for them. You get them in trouble and you get them kicked out of the military. Their careers could be ruined. Because the second you ask a question, as soon as you stop and ask, or you disobey an order, you're done. That could be somebody with a career in. Use my example. I could be in 9 years, and all of a sudden now I'm being told I should question orders. And I say, I'm sorry, I can't follow that order. I believe that's illegal. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to be found under UCMJ. I'm going to be court-martialed. I could be demoted. At worst, I'm getting dishonorable discharge for disobeying an order. It's compromising the military. Compromising our troops. It's the worst thing. I am so disgusted by Mark Kelly, a career, what would be a colonel in the Army, a captain in the Navy in 06, going out there and compromising our troops like that. Absolute disgusting. And it's not the only one. We've had other ones. This turd bag right here. Another one, the Seditious Six, somebody I never heard of, but he's going to be making the rounds now. Representative Jason Crow. He was in the military. I looked it up. He was an infantryman. He actually served as an officer, as a leader in both the 82nd Airborne and 75th Ranger Regiment. I looked it up because more often than not, when you get these people out there who want to say something like, I'm a paratrooper or I was a ranger, therefore you should listen to me, more often than not, they turn out to be some sort of pogue, somebody who was a desk jockey. Personnel other than grunt is what pogue means in the military. But this guy was actually a legitimate warfighter, which is what's so disgusting. I don't understand the mentality of how somebody who can be a combat veteran have this fucking mentality. I can understand for the people who just are, are doctors, desk clerks, stuff like that. People who never actually saw real combat, knows what it's like to fire a weapon at somebody or knows what it's like to be shot at. It's blown away by me that anybody can have this kind of mentality. But this kind of guy is also a fucking clown because he says stupid shit like this.
Well, listen, I'm a paratrooper. I'm used to being behind enemy lines and being surrounded. This is exactly where I want to be. And to lead in this moment right now requires that we say what needs to be said, that we be bold and we be unafraid, right? Fear is contagious, but so is courage. So I will not be cowed by this president.
No, you're gonna be cucked bitch by your Democrat Party who tricked you into doing something so fucking stupid, you little fucking faggot. Yeah, I have no problem saying that. This motherfucker is dumb. He's a bitch. If he was in the military and somebody told him to disobey orders, he would be shocked. Wouldn't fucking believe it. But now he's a Democrat fucking senator or representative, whatever the fuck he is. He's a bitch. All right? Bottom line, fucking little bitch. To also say something as stupid as, I was a paratrooper, so I know what it's like to be behind enemy lines. When have you ever done a parachute operation behind enemy lines? Funny, the last time we actually had something like that, I'm pretty sure it was World War fucking II. Oh, no, actually, Operation Junction City by the 193rd was a jump into enemy lines. So, yeah, 193rd Airborne Brigade, Operation Junction City. That would be the last time we actually jumped behind enemy lines. Because all of our operations ever since then have been airfield seizure operations. Just what a dumb fucking thing for somebody like that to say. Just a dumb fucking thing. But then we want to go ahead and look at what he's really like in real life now after being cucked by the fucking Democrats. He wants to act like he's so brave. This is him on January 6th. Hiding like a little bitch on the ground while old men are up here taking selfies. Old Captain What's His Nuts is here, diving on the fucking ground like a little bitch. Like a little fucking bitch. You are a fucking bitch. Let me see. Actually, let me get that guy here just so we can have his name remembered. Jason Crow. I'm a paratrooper. I'm used to being behind enemy lines. Nah, you're a retard. You're a little bitch. Fuck you. Yep, he can suck a dick. Motherfuckers like that are a disgrace. I had somebody in chat. Somebody was talking, this YouTuber I actually followed or don't follow anymore. They were saying things about Trump. I made a simple statement because I made a very simple, innocuous statement talking about the fact that the man was a celebrity, a worldwide celebrity before he ever became president. That was all I said. And somebody popped in there because I use the accounts as Vets Talking, and this person who doesn't know me just snapped off and says, can you imagine being a veteran and supporting a whatever his descriptor was, President Trump. Dude, yeah, for one, want to guess what Trump's poll numbers are in the military? You know, the kind of people who like guns and blowing shit up? Yeah, veterans. That's the kind of people who support someone like Donald Trump. Can you imagine being a veteran supporting Trump? Yeah, sure can. I'm also not fucking mentally deranged to get to snap that bad at a simple statement that Trump was a huge celebrity before he became president. It's a matter of fucking fact, dude. That's how fucking triggered these people are, though. Trump derangement syndrome is an actual real mental illness. So, all right, let me get to... Okay, so we're talking about the Seditious Six, right? And I already explained that they laid down a groundwork by already telling people that there are illegal orders, that what Trump is doing is already illegal orders. And then they go out and they tell, and the Seditious Six, they're given a memo. They got an email. Democrats all got emails and told to say this thing. They were given a script. There was one member. There's actually a seventh individual who went on an interview, I think on MSNBC, and was stupid enough to say, yeah, I got the email. I just didn't have time to make the video. So this is coordinated. So who coordinated it? Well, I'll show you. I'll show you one of our individuals in Congress make a statement here, talking about just that. To be fair, love him or hate him, this is an Alex Jones clip that I found on this. So just if it triggers you, honestly, I don't care. But this is from Alex Jones.
They should be held accountable under the law and under the Uniform Code of Military Justice for a seditious conspiracy against the United States of America. This is completely open and shut, straightforward. What is the motivation? Why would 6 members of Congress, selecting specifically for individuals with a CIA or military background, record a carefully written, carefully produced, slickly edited video messaging directly to members of our clandestine services and our armed forces, telling them to disobey orders from their superiors, telling them that they should individually determine whether an order is legal or illegal and defy it. Individuals who are exercising life and death power. The CIA engages in covert missions all over the world involving life and death decisions. The armed forces launches life-taking missions time and time again. They carry weapons. They control drones. They control missiles.
Okay, he's basically saying everything that I already said. So I think that wasn't... I think it ends up coming down here. All right, so we're going to hit on the billboard thing. The billboards, I'll get to on the one I actually meant to. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt that I brought up a restatement by our... Looks like that's part of the Trump administration. But this is actually the main thing that I want to bring up is the connection to certain individuals who have seditious intent, who have traitorous intent to harm our military. What's up, Samuel the Infamous, for $5? Thank you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Been a minute. Yeah, cheers to you, man. I'll do a quick social to you there, buddy, even though it's just water. I don't have a beer with me right now. That was the wrong one. Cheers to you, Samuel. Good to see you, man. Thank you for the 5. All right. There is connections. It's always a matter of follow the money, all that stuff. And want to guess whose name pops up right at the top of this when we're talking about a coordinated effort to hurt this country and its people? George fucking Soros. What a fucking surprise. This from Eric Daughtery. Breaking. It's been revealed that a nonprofit linked to George Soros is fomenting sedition within the military, and the same time a, quote, script went out to Democrat members of Congress urging rebellion within its ranks against Donald Trump. There are also ranks to Antifa. You don't fucking say. On November 11th, just days before the video, the National Lawyers Guild published a page urging urging service members to refuse illegal orders. And that's with the quote illegal. The same talking point in the video. Win Without War. Win Without War it's an organization, has put up a billboard in North Carolina, right outside of Fort Bragg, where I was stationed, urging chaos and dissent within the ranks. A group linked to a 501c4 backed by Soros in Soros's Open Society. Open Society is the Soros organization. The group was previously named the New Security Action. As per @Data Republican, Win Without War is partnered with the National Lawyers Guild. See, all the little things are all tying together here. National Lawyers Guild is a supporter of Antifa. And to wrap it all together, question mark, Senator Ruben Gallego, I think that's how it's pronounced, said on national TV a, quote, script was sent to him. He ended up not participating, but admitted it was coordinated from an external party. So that's obviously what I was speaking about. There it is. Rope them all in to this investigation. Runs deep. And here is the billboard in question. Says, did you go airborne just to pull security for ICE? I would have. I think I put a reply in here. Hold on. I think my reply might be here. I probably used my other account, so you won't see it here. But I replied, like, wait a minute. You're telling me I'm going to deploy inside the United States and take out and remove people who aren't supposed to be here, protecting our nation without having to go to a desert shithole for 9 months, 12 months? Yeah. Fucking sign me up. You're damn right. I'll take that fucking deployment any damn day over going to a fucking shithole. Granted, I got sent to New Orleans for the hurricane support operation for Hurricane Katrina back in 2015, and that sucked. That actually did suck. We were getting eaten up by bugs, had to sleep on cots. All the other fucking buildings had been occupied. We were eating MREs until they brought in the T-Rat, so that was actually a pretty hardship tour when we were in New Orleans. But yeah, you're telling troops, this is sowing distrust within our ranks. Did you go airborne just to pull security for ICE? And just based off of what we just got here in this tweet, in this post, it all ties together with George Soros, all of his organizations, the group that sent the email to the Democrats. All of this ties together for one big psyop. That's exactly what this is. It's one big psychological operation to turn our military against Donald Trump when nothing illegal is happening. Nothing. So that's man, it sucks that I don't have anyone else here. I had individuals who said they were going to show up, but they said they might be busy. So I would ask this. Normally, it's not just me. I know I have the gift of gab, but after a while, my voice does start to hurt. My throat is kind of irritated right now. Let's see, we got. What is? I know it's Clint House is over on the Rumble side. I see you're talking to somebody named Dragon Lake over on Rumble. I don't see. Oh yeah, okay, that's Dragon Lake. What's up? I didn't. It looked like your comment is kind of blended in with Clinton's there. I don't see your comment, but Dragon Lake says, "Sorry, I'm late, brother. Got caught up in the X-22 report that Dave is a hoot. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. How about discussing how about the dusting of snow that was supposed to start in late afternoon got slick quick? Dragon Lake, what's up, man? Yeah, I think I still don't even know who you are. I know that's somebody here at Lake of the Ozarks. But yeah, man. I mean, the dusting of snow is wild. Yeah, I had a restaurant I was going to go to, and they were closed yesterday because of snow. Like, it wasn't even bad. It wasn't even bad, but they closed. Apparently, they probably just didn't have employees want to come in. There's no damn reason. It's not that bad. There's like not even ice. It was just snow and no ice. So, let's see. Thanks for being here, man. Reminder, I'm going to go through a couple more things and I'm probably going to wrap it up. We're in 1 hour and 45 minutes. I can't thank everybody enough. It's crazy now having this vertical format, and obviously the way YouTube is pushing it, because normally my live stream is not that big. I have a good number of loyal subscribers and listeners who come here all the time, but obviously they're pushing out a lot with this new format where I can do a vertical and horizontal at the same time. And so thank you everybody who's been watching. We've still got 227 people, 252 people watching over here on YouTube in both these formats. And I can't thank you all enough. Remember, double tap that like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications if you would like. And also, we're playing our drinking game rules as my lights keep on going out on me. Any single super chat, and we all do social, $20 or more, and we do shots. And it'll be greatly appreciated. Anybody who wants to do so. Let's see. Let me get over here. Oh yeah, this is something I was gonna play. Let's take a quick look at our boy Tommy. Oh, I gotta refresh this. I don't know if he's live or not. We got Tommy Boy, who's in Portland and is always out there trolling the absolute fuck out of the lefties, out of the... Oh shit. Wait a minute. Let's I'm gonna at least pull this up. We got an update. Because he's been going to Portland University or Portland State or whatever. So this is just for an hour ago. Says he was attacked at PSU, phone stolen and destroyed by a man pretending to be a woman. Arrest made, but my phone is completely cooked. These triggered leftists always turn to violence over words, and I'm fucked over it, I think is what he's saying there. That's wild, man. Yeah. Tommy Boy, for those of you who don't know, Tommy Boy here, he was going out here and trolling these people, and they ended up doxing him. They found his address, they found where he worked, and he didn't even get fired, but he quit his job out of respect, because he knew that these psychopaths were going to go chase him down and hurt the business. So instead, he quit his job, and then he started doing this as a full-time job, going out to the ICE facility and universities and just having decent conversations with the people who are actually, not bad people. But then trolling the fuck out of people, yelling things like "Go Trump, Trump train," and did you know that trans women are men? And boy, they lose their fucking minds, man. They just lose it. It is wild how incredibly violent these people will get over just words. And yes, that's what it is, people. It's just words. So I got something I'm gonna play with that. But first, Dr. Gold 99 for 499. What's up, Dr. Gold? Our awesome Zoomer says that video pisses me off. They need to be held accountable. The vets always have my support. Well, I appreciate you, Dr. Gold. I appreciate it. I will do a regular social, but I can't. So I'll do a mimic of that. He's not a veteran, Tommy Boy. He's actually, I think he's a felon who did bad things back in the day, but he found Christ, and he's now a good man who can fight. And boy, he has knocked out some motherfuckers out in Portland. He's not one to be messed with. I appreciate the hell out of you, man. There you go. Cheers. Chug. Yeah. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. So, what's amazing? So Tommy Boy, there on the side of the street, we had kind of an appearance from Trump out there to support our friend Tommy Boy. And here it is.
Hey! Did you know trans women are men? Whose streets? Tommy's streets.
Good job, at King Fixer, I guess. That's good shit, man. Good shit. Gotta love it. So lick my butt and suck on my balls, America. Fuck yeah. Again, man, like I started this whole thing off breaking down the fact that you can question Trump We can still support him and support the good things that he's done and still question him. But this stupid fucking divide that's going on, there's people out there who are saying he hasn't done anything we voted for. You are fucking lying. You are being completely disingenuous to your audience, to the YouTuber I'm talking about. Don't fucking lie. You know damn well, as a military vet, you know damn well that Trump fixed our fucking military. He got DEI out, getting the trans out of our military, which is nothing but a hindrance. Fixed our border. Record low illegal immigration, record high enlistment. I can go on and on and on about the great things that he's done. But has everything been perfect? No. But I'm not going to lose my damn mind and tell him that I hate this guy, burn my MAGA hat, say that he's never done anything that I wanted. No, that is a left-wing thing. These people are acting like leftists. And like I said, I showed earlier in the video, if you haven't watched it, pulled a massive article that had tons of polls that proves that we have half of the new Republicans all support DEI, trans kids, illegal immigration. They're not Republicans. That's where this separation, divide, civil war is coming from. Former leftists who still support left-wing ideologies within the Republican Party. They're not real Republicans. They're not conservatives. They're not Trump supporters. That's where the real divide is coming from. And I managed to prove that today. And I'm very appreciative of everybody who watched and was able to see that. I got Clinton House says look up 746 above from B. 746. I got the timestamp on there. I wasn't sure what you meant by that, but yeah, I see the timestamp on all of the DMs here. 746. Hang on. B746 says, I'll be coming back, brother. This is my first time. Wait. No, that's not B Benefield. Oh, here we go. B Benefield. Vets Talkin. Would you be interested in interviewing a congressional candidate for your show? I have a friend running for Congress. Yeah. I mean, I would. I don't know if he wants to be on my show. I'm definitely not politically correct, and I'm sure maybe your friend isn't also. Yeah, I think yeah, you're also the one. I think, yeah, you've been telling me. I know I've been so AWOL from doing YouTube and also following DMs. I do get a lot of DMs, a lot from a lot of stupid sex bots and whatnot from on X. But I know I saw your DM talking about having the J6 political prisoner wants to come on the show. Yeah, I'll get to it. Yeah, I'll get to it. Send me a DM about that. I don't know if it's the same person, but yeah, I'd be down for that, man. I would. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I'm gonna do one more shot just in honor of everybody out there. It is wild, like I said, doing the live stream like I am for everybody who's watching on the vertical method right here. This is my first time ever doing it like this. I did the one live stream on Thanksgiving and it got insane numbers. I guess YouTube is pushing this format just like they're pushing the shorts. So if you're not aware, we have a regular horizontal. We have two streams going at the same time. If you go to my channel, you'll see I have these two streams going on. And so I appreciate the hell out of all of you guys, everybody out there. Like I said, double tap that. That's my regular outro. I want to do this shot before we go. But yeah, it's been my problem that I haven't been doing a lot of live streams. Whenever I come back from a hiatus, not my first time from a hiatus, I don't really get very good numbers. People kind of forget that I'm out here. But regularly, the normal shows would be Vets Talkin Tuesday and Knife Hands on Thursday. I would usually try to keep the Tuesday show more of a lighthearted one. I want to try to get into a role of doing this more like we did on Skinamax Saturday, my old show where we talked movies and stuff like that. So I want to try to work that in, do more lighthearted, talk about movies and stuff like that. I mean, there's been some movies I really want to talk about. So we've got Movies America. I've got him in chat group now. He's an Army veteran. He's in the Vets Talkin chat group. I was on his show. Really cool guy. Loves to talk about movies and TV, pop culture kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to get him to come on more regularly, see if he can come on Tuesdays, and we'll start having these conversations here. And like I said, we'll do all the stuff that pisses me off, makes me yell on Knife Hands on Thursday. I'm probably going to make the regular time 7 o'clock Eastern. It used to be 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to try to make it 7 o'clock Eastern. It just works out better for me now doing this. And we got one more super chat from Blue Cord Devil for $20. Thank you very much, Blue Cord. Peace and prayers, Adam Clinton and everyone else. Watch your six and stay calm and stay armed. You too as well, brother. Thank you so much. To all the trolls out there who are just saying all the nonsensical stuff.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And for you, let's do. Fuck, which one should we do? Let's go out watching an officer get a concussion. Cheers to you, Blue Cord. All right. I can't appreciate and thank everybody out there enough. You've been absolutely awesome for following me for 1 hour and 56 minutes, me losing my voice, talking to all of you out there with just me. Hopefully we'll get the panelists come back more often. Guys, thank you guys very much out there. Appreciate the hell out of everybody who's out there in the chat. All the lurkers who ain't commenting, it's perfectly all right. Especially all to the super chats out there. I can't thank everybody else out there enough for all the donations. I appreciate everybody out there on Rumble, on the 2 YouTubes, on X, because we're also streaming on there. Everybody out there, and to the moderators, thank you, because obviously we're getting a lot of trolls, and I appreciate you moderators out there so damn much. As I've already said, please remember you can double tap that like and subscribe. Share this video out there with everybody, because you don't gotta be vet to be here at Vets Talking. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned. Oh.
Oh God!